Hi, Zizaran here with another video about Wait, what's that? Can I hear it with Ward? Hi guys, so I wanted to make a quick video talking about the new mechanic Ward, a little bit about how it works, what it is, and stuff like that. It's been implemented in 3.15 and it is a new defense mechanism similar to armor, evasion, and energy shield. So you can see that Ward gives this like yellow, orange hue on top of your health bar, and it's very easy to sort of misunderstand for energy shield. Like, what is the difference between ward and energy shield? Well, if you take 1 damage, you lose all of your ward. So that might make it seem kind of bad, but it's like quite easy to get a large amount of ward. If you look at the items, they have like fairly high base, and you can easily get like, I've seen gloves with like 250, 300 ward pretty easily, and it does behave in a fairly different way. Now, we don't really have a great way of scaling ward on the skill tree, but there are still some uses for this, and with all new mechanics, they're not always instantly good or instantly figured out to begin with, right? A lot of people were instantly saying, wow, it's all garbage, there's no point in using this, but people have been starting to find uses for it already. Um, 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 um. So ward is really good with evasion and dodge mechanics. It's not really good with block. I'm pretty sure you do lose it with block. I haven't actually played it myself, so I'll hopefully make a new video once I have an evasion character and I'll start playing around with it a little bit more. With dodge characters and you're barely ever getting hit, then it's just really good damage mitigation for when you do get hit. So that's like the main thing I've seen people using it on so far. There's also a helmet that does increases and reduction to maximum energy shield instead apply to ward. However, this helmet itself has fairly low ward. It probably should have like 300 ward or something. And honestly, a lot of the uniques are, at least on the surface, very lackluster, with the exception of these gloves. These gloves seem to be incredibly strong, and people are getting over 500 flat chaos damage to their skill, which is basically just another skill on top of it, right? It's very large amount of base damage. I think Metal is currently using these, and they're starting to see a lot of use. This is probably like the biggest use of ward, is making a character, especially something with high damage effectiveness, and using this. So that could be very interesting. As far as the other uniques, a lot of them are kind of like, this one seems very lackluster. The flasks seem very lackluster. There is a new Iron Fast that seems incredibly strong. All rusts resolve. The problem with this is if you get flask effect, that also increases the less ward during flask effect. However, the ward does not break during flask effect, so it basically just becomes pure damage mitigation. If you have 500 ward, you're just taking 500 less damage per hit. Especially if this was like more usable for a Pathfinder, flask effect would be really good. It's probably a little bit either just like make it 50 or so less ward during flask effect, or make it so that flask effect does not make it, you know, eventually 100% less ward. Another downside to ward is that you can't like benchcraft something. You can't benchcraft like 70% increased ward, for example. So you literally do have to craft an actual ward item. And they seem pretty okay to do, like, you know, something with 70-80 life and still like 200-300 ward. So it's not too bad. Like, look at these runic sabatons. They have like 150 ward with only 1 stat. And just for the sake of this video, let's just throw some currency on it. Not 100% sure what is the actual best basis, but you can see with even just 1 stat, it's pretty easy to get like 200 plus, and that means it shouldn't be too hard to get like 300. Oh yeah, so this is 300. So this is like 300 ward on 1 boot, and I haven't actually checked what the absolute top end is. I guess you can get maybe 400, 500 ward on some really good boots, if you went for like triple tier 1. So you can get a fairly large amount of ward, and thereby either a fairly large amount of chaos damage or a decent damage mitigation for a evasion build. So definitely not something to write off completely. Kind of cool that they are experimenting with new mechanics. I don't think it's like the most powerful thing, but it's good. Looking forward to using that when I do a raider or something like that, and getting some additional damage mitigation. And it is 1-to-1 compared to energy shield or life. Like 1 life is the same as 1 ward, but obviously you lose all your ward when you take even 1 damage. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are enjoying 3.15. Sub if you liked the video. Remember doing a podcast with Chris Wilson, 8 p.m. on Wednesday. But more importantly, try to die less than I do.